And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the open. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. This is Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 66 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They erase that deficit. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second and a couple. Wilson, flush to his right. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll find Metcalf. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought he was going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They go read option with Wilson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Draw play. This is Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. So we have reached half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals. So following the fumble, this offense will get another shot at it as they quickly head back onto the field. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They run it with Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as his offense takes over 1st and 10. Gets around him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Well, he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
They go read option with Wilson. Touchdown, Seattle. 15 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing,
well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Gets past one man. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They run again with Carson. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On second down now, it's Carson. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Carson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now running. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's on.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. Oh, refusing to go down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken at the 3. Fighting through it, he's got space. Tyler Lockett, 30, the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. The kick return touchdown goes for 90. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On third down, it's Carson. And some space here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Oh, he breaks another. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks get the... This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
But he breaks through another tackle. And an alley to run. The 40. Breaks free again. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson doing it again. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll begin the drive with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And this is an example of breaking down in defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
When Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. Now, following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The tackle is made by Rodney Gunter. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chandler Jones coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On the delay, here's Carson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dick. And how about this, a fake? He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And an alley to run. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Carson powers through again. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he gets it down to the 32. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. To throw is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words used.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. He won't go down. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Nice job of polishing off that drive. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now he'll pull it down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Fights off the defender. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, still on his feet. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll run on first down. Carson. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A loss of 2 there, second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense led out by number 3, Russell Wilson, the franchise's all-time leader in touchdown passes. And the Seahawks, they finished above 500 in all 7 of Wilson's seasons. But this year a little different. They'll work with a very young receiving core, no Doug Baldwin anymore, in what promises to be a tough NFC West. On second down, it's Carson. He's got daylight. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in, and he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive lineman?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for 2, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring my offense out.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person will tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A lot of people felt Johnson was... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 17, Wilson shedding through the defense. He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And some room to maneuver. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. He's still fighting forward. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Carson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Let's go.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. On second down now, it's Carson. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the come in for the stop. So we reach halftime in what's been a fair... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Right back to him on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City. Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that, they fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We want it. Come to my work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray complete. It's Johnson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now it's Lockett. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. An 8-yard touchdown run. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a close. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line. So the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake... one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to cloud them a little bit.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray sliding it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who have been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it? It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards on the ground. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called it, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Arizona getting ready to go as they take